Cool. How is everybody? How's everyone doing? I've had a shave, as you can probably guess. I've relaxed myself, as you can probably guess. I'm relaxing. I'm having good. Got myself a can. Living the life. How is everyone doing? I'm feeling chill. Thought I'd started playing Legend of Keepers. Hadn't played it in ages, but then I saw it and went, I'm gonna give that a shot because I haven't given that a big enough shot before. And so I started playing it, and I'm not very good at it still. I'm never going to be very good at it, but it's fun. It's chill. It doesn't take a lot of brain power for me to play it the way I play it, which is badly. So I figure we just play some of that for a bit, have a little chill time, talk about our week. My week hasn't been particularly interesting, other than obviously the thing I talked about on Friday with the whole teaching somebody. I'll talk a bit more about that because why not? It's something that's happened. And then other than that, really not too much. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if there's anything else that I think of that happened. But yeah, I'm not stalling per se, but I'm sort of just talking and not showing the game because it feels a bit unfair. I haven't even checked if this game will automatically be captured on game capture. You know, a while ago I was told that game capture isn't the right actual way to capture a game, which I know sounds insane just saying out loud, right? Yeah, the thing that's called game capture, yeah, it's not very good at actually capturing a game. But apparently that's true. Apparently that's true. And if you had told me that before, I'd be like, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. But apparently it's not made for that, weirdly. It's not going to change me from using it because I'm not nearly at the point where that's going to be a problem. Is it? I don't know if I look better or worse without the beard, but I can't... Whenever I'm just shaving, I can't just do this bit, which realistically is what I'd want to do. I have to shave all of it. But nowadays I think it just doesn't fit right with me. Like, I'm so used to there being something here and something here. Anyway. So this is the game. If people haven't seen it before, it's very similar to like I would compare it very much to Monster Train. If you've ever played a Monster Train game, or maybe like it's not as big of a comparison, but like something like you Slay the Spires or something. So you've got a character here. You level them up no matter how long it goes on, no matter how much you do. So this is sort of your roguelike meta progression. And then you've got all your different characters. And you've got all these different missions that unlock stuff for you. Which I think I've done the ones with X's on them. But I say that, but this one has a reward on it, so maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. We'll see. I'll give this one a try. And so this is... I'll give you a brief summary of it. So you've got this sort of map. It only shows you the first two. I don't think there's any way of getting any more than that. And it's just fighting adventurers off, and you're the big boss, and you're summoning your minions, you're placing your traps. But it's not like a dungeon keeper kind of thing, where like it's a real-time strategy. It's more like a Monster Train style thing. It's it'll be easier once I get into it, and once I've gotten into it, we'll start talking about the chill time. I just want to explain this for people who who don't know what's happening. I don't want people to not know what's happening. And so this is a trap space. So I can play one of these traps and it'll just hit all these people. They all have abilities, like this one gets morale back once per fight. This one applies poison immediately at the start of turn. This one removes penalties once at the start of its turn once. So I can start going, and you've got the 2 health bars here. You've got morale and you've got health. Now morale is harder to do than health in terms of damage, but there's a thing that you can't see here that shows off like their remaining morale, and there's percentages to it, and the lower their morale, the more damage they take, and if the morale gets to 0, they just run away. So morale's harder to get, but it has benefits for sort of slightly going into it. I'm going to play this one that lowers their morale, which we probably won't go to because this person's got a way of getting morale back, but it will enrage the 3 that I put there. And as you can see here, damage and morale dealt is increased by 30% because it's 10 for every enrage. You move on to here. This is your sort of planning stage where you put down your dudes, and each of your monsters has like a tribe, which is orc for this. Or I guess it is an orc, like goblinoid. And then there's undead. I don't know their specific names, and they each have abilities, as you can see. They don't care about what space they're in, but enemies can shoot. They can hit specific areas, like all of these people hit the front line. So you want to put your tankiest person on the front line. And as you can see, everyone's got fire, ice, armor, nature, and air resistances and vulnerabilities. We're going to put a sword down. And so it starts, you get all of the bonuses, you move over to here. And then it's just fighting, and your plan is to kill these guys and kill all of these guys before it gets to the boss, because the boss takes permanent health damage. Then he does heal over time, while you're going through, but it's not by a ton. And if your boss dies, you lose. So I could go for a backline attack, but I don't think... Yeah, no, these guys aren't particularly very well backline oriented, although these two could do a decent amount of damage to his backline. But his front line? You know what, let's go for backline damage. I don't think this guy did anything. Boom. He's got enough poison that he dies. Also, whenever they have someone die, they lose morale. And also, I think, I could be wrong here, but I think if they kill one of your guys, they gain a bit of morale. Or maybe that's certain characters. You also have spaces like this where your boss can cast a spell, like this. Ice block. And then you win some sort of reward. I kind of want to just go into... Ooh, poison build. I like poison build. So if instead of having this dude at the start, we have like this boy. Poison build. And then you get something like this where you can train them. I think that's a good enough sort of general... explanation of this whole thing. Also, whenever someone dies, they lose morale, and so you got to keep their morale up by like taking them out of the fight or something. That's a general scheme of things. Oh, there goes one of my cats. So yeah, like, hold on a second, let me just figure out. I want this dude here because he adds enrage, and enrage seems very good. Do we focus down the back? This dude? He's got very little. Now we're gonna morale him later. All in on the back line. Screw the black line. Oh wait, no, he's not. Ah, well. This combo didn't work as well as I thought it would go. It could have gone better. But you know what? We killed one of their dudes. We killed one of their dudes. That's huge. Imply enrage 3. You know what? I'm going to try this. Because this implies another enrage, so they'll have 60% extra damage. Which means that does a lot of damage. And this can blimmin' kill them. Or it could maybe... It can't kill them. Unless I use the single target, sadly. Yeah, we've got this. He's dead. But yeah, let's have a quick... One second. Ooh, tiredness. I like this. I like this lady. Let's have a... Oh. Why do you have to ruin it by doing that, eh? Why do you have to ruin that? I need to get some form of bot in place for this. In place for this. We're just gonna go casually into mod view. Ban this person for the rest of their life, because what makes you think that I'm ever gonna allow that? Oh, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, I get those a lot. I get them a heck of a lot. The hyena's not helping. Let's go in with this person. How much money do I have? Yeah. As the only person of our group that is not making any money from it, that'll be a while. That'll be a while before I do that. Feed. Compensation for destruction of a web. Yeah, I'll fight him. What do I want to do? Lower morale, get a monster. I'll take the lower morale to get a monster. Does probably mean we don't want to use him. We've kind of got the same build going with both of these groups now. I'm not even sure it's a good build though. You know, I don't think it's great. All our level 2s are healing up. They both fought each other? Yeah, I watched a lot of people play this back in the day. Yeah, you can change the boss. If I'd go back and I wish I could show you without doing it up. But there's some sort of like dryad. There's like this mechanic that makes little traps and stuff. They've got I think I got like a DLC that added like a hippo mummy. like an Egyptian hippo goddess, mummy kind of person. And then there's like a Lich King. I guess I bring Fergus and you. But yeah, what's interesting about them is they all have different special, like, boss. I don't know what you'd call them, like, I guess mechanics. But like, for example, I'm playing someone called the Slave Master. And the Slave Master's big mechanic is it has like a... I don't think so. It's not in my Steam game called that. Legend of Keepers. Is there a different game? Hold on a sec. Let me check that. What is it called? Career? Is there something very similar to this? Oh no, it's Legend of Keepers Career of a Dungeon Master. It's that sort of like its subtitle. So it's still called Legend of Keepers, but it has the little subtitle, which I'm assuming. No, I think they've added that. I don't remember that either. I think they've added that because I'm guessing they're gonna do more in this world. Maybe. That's my guess off the top of my head. Why? Why is there a bard? Apply haste to monsters in front of the harpy. That's actually huge. It's good. I mean, I don't want to be mean to the... I don't know if this is even mean to the developers, but I imagine it will appear on some sort of deal for a pretty low price. I don't think it was particularly expensive when I bought it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is on like a 25% off or something deal at some point. It's a nice little chill game. I don't think it's at that point yet, but it's... what I'm more saying is I don't think it was a particularly popular. And so I think you can probably get it for a good deal. I'll tell you what, you'll find this quite funny. You know how our mutual friend Onyx, he came up with that whole idea for a campaign, and he just said it off the top of his head about that sort of long march thing. And it was just like, I doubt he even wanted it to even be like anything more than just the hex travel thing. Yeah, I doubt he even wanted that. He was just saying it casually, and he had no like real probably intentions at that point to put anything more into it. I was just messaging him on Sunday constantly about like, hey, could I do this in the game? Could I do this in the game? Even though the game hasn't even said he's not even said he's gonna do it. It was just an idea he came up with. I've already started like questioning about stuff that I could do in it. No. I don't want him to be pressured in anything. I just find immediately whenever he comes up with a new world, I'm just asking him questions about stuff related to it. It's something I should stop doing, really, because he never said he was ever going to do anything with it. Boom. This by the way, this is one of the earlier levels. That's why I'm doing so well. Yeah, and also you are right, I am looking forward to the Lancer stuff as well. When he decides he wants to do the Lancer stuff, I'll be first one to be ready for it. I'm looking forward to that a heck of a lot. Especially now that we have access to the newer... He's susceptible to peer pressure. I mean, isn't everybody? I certainly am. Yeah, I've had a conversation about him about, like, figuring out more in depth, like, what my character's sort of, like, personality and everything is a while back. So I think I've got it generally ready, but I'm never sure if I've done enough when it comes to that stuff. I'm never sure if, like, oh, could I add more? Is like this not fleshed out enough, you know? That sort of stuff. What do you guys hit? Area, front, area. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, he'd take his time with that stuff. I think he's still, to a certain extent, recovering from... Yeah, that's fair. Yep. Where do I put this? I'm trying to be... I think I'm being a bit more strategic in this than I think I've ever really been when I've been playing it on my own. Just because I'm literally on stream, I think I'm just like, oh, that means I've got to try and actually do well. When realistic, I'm saying this when I've just ran two of my guys into just immediate death. I mean, it got the kill. Ba-na-now, ba-na-na-na-na-na-now. Tell you what, speaking about stuff I've talked with Onyx about, I was talking to him today, and I was like, how overpowered would it be if you just took the strength modifier in D&D and you went, okay, you add that as like damage reduction flat to all damage? And he rightly went up to me and went, well, he rightly meant, like, texted me and went, that would be so powerful if that existed. You don't understand how powerful it would be if you just added flat damage reduction based on strength modifier. Because I was just like, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Like, you would like, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. It wouldn't be overall that bad. And it was like, no, that would be huge. That would be a huge problem. And I just didn't realize it until he spelled it out with just like basic enemies attacking and stuff. Where it was just like, it made me realize, okay, maybe flat damage reduction isn't the way. It's just when I look at like strength-based heroes in D&D, I just feel sorry for them, you know? Because you just look at them and you go, well, you don't really have... Like, what do you have over the Dex person? Your AC is going to be about the same. Your AC is going to be about the same. Hold on a second, let me just quickly do this. Backline, area, front. So it doesn't really matter, but we'll do this. Your AC is going to be about the same. They're going to be doing like a load more damage. Like I don't know. It just, I felt sorry for them. And so I was trying to come up with ways in which you could And that didn't work because it's not people who are slower than you, is it? I was trying to come up with ways with buffing them. And he does have a cool way that I won't talk about because I don't know if he wants it out there. But he had a cool way of coming up with it. And my suggestion was, and I don't know how powerful this would be. Like after the damage reduction one, he was like, no, that is not good. It's not balanced. I was like, okay, well, what about if instead what you did was you just added like double the modifier that you get from strength to your damage when it comes to strength-based stuff. So like if you're attacking with like a greatsword and you do 2d6 damage plus, it's like plus proficiency or it's like plus strength modifier, right? What it would be is that if you say your strength modifier was like +2, it would be like, okay, you hit for 2d6 plus 4 because it doubles your strength modifier to sort of represent that you have more force behind it. I don't know how powerful that would be. It is early game, it seems it would be pretty powerful, but I don't know. Also set apply bleeding, also apply additional bleeding. Ooh, I have a lot of orcs. So yeah, I've just been, I don't know why, I got into the mood of brainstorming ideas for ideas of buffing strength-based heroes. And then I just went to the person who was like, who do I know who's really good at like figuring out, whether this stuff is incredibly overpowered or not? I was like, I'll go to Onyx. And I'm sort of glad I did, because if I didn't, I would be going, yeah, you know, it'd be good if they just had a flat damage reduction. It would probably be fine. What do I get for life? I guess I just do blood, but blood's not useful. I go life. Because, yeah, you'd be dealing with situations where I'm like, yeah, I don't mind that this dude in plate armor has like minus... like -5 of all of the attacks that you do against him. I think it still is dependent a bit on the campaign you're in, but I will say it's probably a bad thing to do, what I was considering. And what's funny is I'm not even in this hypothetical campaign that I don't even know if it's going to happen, right? And just being my energetic self when it comes to that stuff. In that hypothetical campaign, I wouldn't even be playing something that was strength-based. I just randomly started thinking about it. It probably is related to the other campaign I'm in, where it is a bit where I am doing a strength-based character, is my guess. That's actually probably the reasoning. But I do find it interesting that I started thinking about that stuff. You reckon this dude's gonna survive? Okay, he didn't survive. We start poisoning this guy, hoping he dies. I like this dude. He throws his sword, made out of, like, sand or something, and then he retrieves it back up. Okay, these people are incredibly resistant to... She's immune to the master spells. This person's immune to trap stuff. I could terrify 2 of them, but I think just buffing with enrage is the right way. That doesn't kill, but they have, what is that, 10? This does 19 plus morale. They would be on 1 health. Just kill them. What is this supposed to be? Is it supposed to be a lady that's covered in, like, wrappings? But, like, with cat ears? I'm not really sure what she was supposed to be. Do I want armor on the person? Or... I always go show no mercy, so I'm just going to take show no mercy. Because why not, right? There's 3 engineers here. So I've picked this engineer. I won't have enough money to do any of the other engineers. More enrage? Some kind of ogre claiming to be a monster trainer offers to you his services, exchanging for what, some fresh blood? Yeah, sure. Who did they level up? They leveled up this boy, and they leveled up this boy. Okay, that's cool. Do I care about any of these people? I don't think I need him. I do kind of need you. Maybe? Yeah, why not? Let's take you. The therapist, I just need the base heal, thanks. Seminar. I always forget what this one is. Just a passive bonus. I think speed? Resistance? Let's take resistance. This one is max difficulty. I feel pretty powerful at the moment. I'm going to go max difficulty and see if I succeed. This goblin is faster than my harpy? Damn. Ooh, let's do rallying horn. Then we put down you. We put down you. We do a quick check. Front, 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 back. Okay. I think I might die here. Attacks. Wait, no, that's not your special ability. Attacks regenerate. The attack regenerates 10% of their maximum life if the target is afflicted with burn. And they just afflict burn to anyone who hurts them. We're going to focus everyone other than you then. Is it worth doing this just to allow this ice boy to get a turn? No, I don't think it is. Ice boy, I believe in you. No. Slow them all. Slow them all, ice boy. It's not working, they're still faster. Survive! Survive, goblin! Survive! Oh no. Okay. 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 Maybe we can leave her on her own. This could go better than I expected. I've got a feeling the Flame Eater spell is probably not going to be that good against against the Flame User, the Chandra fanboy. But it eats fire. It's true, but the attack is throwing fire. Orc Shaman. Monsters defeated come back to life as skeleton warriors. That is cool. 30% chance to kamikaze when dies. You sound funner. Um. Do I bank on... Well, there's a second engineer, yeah. We're going to bank on there being an upgrade for my boys. And girls, and I guess everything else. They want me to sell this? No, steal from him. Wait, we just... Okay, we just did it. That's what I wanted. Mine is motivation for all available... No! Now, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about what's happened this week. So, generally, not been a particularly busy and an incredibly busy week. I mean, on Monday we did some of the... What's it called? Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. That was really fun to play. I will say, one of the things that's got over all the other Survivor games, I always feel like there's something that's like there to do next. There's always a next thing to do. Whereas in a lot of those Survivor games, I get to a point and I'm like, cool, what's next? And it's like, there's nothing next. You've done the vast majority of stuff. And that one, at least I felt like, okay, I've done this challenge. Let's go on to this challenge. I go on to this challenge. Like, it's definitely structured in a way that felt good. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's in early access and it feels more like... It feels like a full game already, even though it's in early access. So I definitely feel like that one's, if you like it, if you're into Survivor games, it's definitely up there. It's definitely one of the top for me. Reduced. When did they get this? I'm not complaining, but when did they get this? Is it something related to this pie? I don't feel like it is. Don't know why a pie would give me air resistance. Oh, he has a last stand ability. They're rogue... Oh, rogue core. Hold on a second. Let me just give that a quick look. Rogue core. Oh, this is the... I saw that this was a thing, but I didn't... I saw that this was another Deep Rock game, but I didn't know what it was. Is it like a... Is it like more story-based? Is that the logic here? Like, what's the difference between this game and the other game? It's like a roguelike... It's a roguelike, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, I love all the other games, so I would definitely give that one a try. Definitely will give that a try. You've just made me stronger. What's this? Physical damage, apply bleeding. None of these I'm really going to use. But yeah, the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor game, tons of fun. Tons and tons of fun. I'm going to move you out because I want to see the star guy. And then on Wednesday, because I just relax on the days where I'm not streaming, let's be honest. On Wednesday, I played some more of the... That's fair. The Survivor games are... I don't play them when I want... It's weird. I don't play them when I want to play a game. I play them when I want to turn off my brain. When I just want to go like... I don't really mind what's happening. I'm not really thinking of the game itself. I'm just sort of, you know, watching a video, but I've got it in the background that I'm playing just to sort of, I guess, distract part of my brain. but they're not for everybody. They're not for everybody. Yeah, on Wednesday I played some more Baldur's Gate. I've sort of cleared out everywhere in the Underdark except for the sort of ship I have to take to where all the Draugr are being kept. But I dealt with the mushroom, the evil mushroom guy. I dealt with the tree that does anti-magic. I dealt with the I dealt with the tower. I did the tower with the arcane guns. Yeah, let's intimidate them. So generally that was like, it was pretty productive as a Baldur's Gate stream, honestly. I've got a lot of that stuff done. What do you do? Don't lose morale. Got it. Puts morale down. What do you hit? Front, back, front. Middle's the place for you, boy. What do you put? You have very bad fire resistance. This feels bad. Let's put you at the front. You have good fire resistance. So yeah, we got a lot done in Baldur's Gate. I'm glad I'm making sort of steady progress through that game. I think it's like, it's not fast by a long shot. Like, I mean, I've been playing it for a while now, and I've only, you know, I'm only sort of just finishing. That does nothing. How does that do no? Oh, yeah, I know why it does nothing. Fair enough. But it's, you know, slow and steady. And I feel like I'm going into fights a lot more with like, it feels more like I'm the right level. If anything, maybe a bit underpowered for some of the areas. Because I just sort of like, it's not nearly as bad as when I played it before. Like for a long shot. Ooh, 15. Okay, he's dead. Let's just increase the rage for these people. That'll probably kill, right? So yeah, that one's always been fun, and it's gonna be a while before I even get like, never mind to the point where I got to before, but like to like finish that game. We are in for the long haul there. It isn't necessarily a problem. I mean, I don't have an idea of what I'd play after Baldur's Gate anyway. So having a game that I can just sort of like sink my teeth into and just repeatedly play for a while. I am not against that. There's no point in me killing the skeleton. Doesn't it just come back to life? Yeah, look, see, they bring it back to life. Yeah, I was very surprised about that, frankly. That game seems like it's, I'm not gonna say like incredibly hard to 100%, but it feels like it's a huge commitment to 100% that game. Like, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm kind of hoping that with the newest update coming out, that we can actually get like when we have proper mod support, being able to see all the mods that people can make with that game. Ooh, I can't wait for that. There's already been really cool things that they've already done, like turning it into sort of like a dungeon crawler. That has been really interesting. So I guess I have done that. And I'm so looking forward to seeing what they do. Playing an artificer, nice. Has somebody put that into the game? That's cool. So yeah, as I was saying before, here's the different bosses. You got the Enchantress, Slaveholder, Engineer, Goddess, Charming Lord. Very sort of like basic names, but they're pretty cool. I really want this dragon. Yeah, so there's a lot to choose from. Oh, what do I take? Plant Lady's the best. Plant Lady is by far the best looking, like, of characters. I don't know if she's not. I'm not the best with her, but I like her the most, and I like all of her troops the most as well. Right, what do they have this as a thing? They got these trees that apply... I don't care about applying taunt, that stuff to people. Do this, we bring you... That's probably fine. We'll sell that. But yeah, it's... I look forward to seeing what they can do when there's like official mod support, because I think that's the plan for the latest... I think the last major expansion is to just add mod support so that people can make whatever they want on Steam. Which is blimmin' awesome to think of. Oh, with what, Zenless Zone Zero or whatever it's called. Yeah, I haven't given that a try. What snag have you hit? What's happening? You hit like a rough patch in the game where the difficulty takes like a huge spike or something. You don't have the right characters to... Okay, interesting. Elemental weakness. Oh, they're all immune to it. Oh, do you need like specific characters to do specific missions or something? Or is it just like these fights are impossible to do without the specific people? I've watched a couple people play it, but I've never actually played the game. Come on. No! Can't outlevel it because they scale. Oof, okay. So you're in a situation where it's kind of like, well, if I don't have these people, then what do you do? I guess you just gotta keep... What's happened here? What? That doesn't sound particularly good. That's fair, that's fair. I'm always the person that whenever I'm like lacking skill in something, my go-to is to just overlevel. Like, I always just go to overlevel, and if I can't do that in this game, then I would just be like... guess I just stop here. Yeah. That, I mean, that's fair enough. Like, the side stuff scaling is you know, it's fair. It makes sense. It's supposed to be side content. It's not the main thing. But also, the problem I've got is simultaneously I'm not particularly, I like to overlevel when I get to a skill bit because I'm not particularly good at games, but I want to complete everything. You know, I want to try all the side stuff. I'm not just going to sit there and consume stacks of... I don't know what that is, but I want him. So it's like, it's a really bad combo where I'm like, I want to complete everything because I want to see all the story stuff. But simultaneously, I'm not good enough a lot of the time to complete the higher up stuff, you know? Exactly, you want 100% everything. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You want to get everything out of the game that they've put in. The annoying thing I've got is that I'm just not good enough a lot of the time to do that. And so I'm just sitting there going, I guess either I over level or I just can't do this stuff. No, Ice Guy, I was going to use you. You were a good combo with this dude. R&D is a century that can transform a hero's blood into tears. I don't think I need tears, thank you. This one. But yeah, after Baldur's Gate, Friday we played some more Neverwinter. I'm really flip-flopping with that game. Because on one hand I'm like, wait, it's just back? Oh, never mind, we're keeping up the slowest. I always flip-flop with that game because I simultaneously like, I find something I really like in it, and then it's like, oh, but the story's not very good, and it's like, oh, I find something else I really like about it. Oh, but it's you have to collect a resource weekly, and there's a limit to that because they want you to keep playing. Oh, but it's like, it's in Ravenloft, and I can sort of play the module without playing the module. That's kind of cool. But it's the same missions and the missions aren't that good. And it's I've been really flip-flopping on that game. I'm still playing it because I don't know, I found something now where it allows me to... What's the word? At this point in time, I can play the game I'm playing right now, and I'm trying to word this correctly. I can play the game I'm playing right now, and every week I have a new campaign mission to do because of the way it's done. But if I get to a point in the sort of story that I can't do that, then I don't know if I particularly would want to play the game still, you know? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's very rough around the edges. Neverwinter is very, very rough around the edges. Like, for example, I always bring this up. In the leveling story, the overarching plot is that there's this this Lich lady who invades Neverwinter. And you, like, a bunch of heroes try and stop her. You You push her back, but she's still trying to get there, right? You do this, all of this leveling. You're beating all of the minions that she's got. Stopping her from getting this incredibly powerful friend to help her. And then you're nearing the end of the leveling stuff, and you're like, oh, I guess we got to fight her at some point, right? At the end of the leveling. You skip to when you get to the end, you're walking to the guild hall, and suddenly, boom, you teleported final boss, you kill her, that's the end. No, like, big final boss thing, no big final story, no invading her castle. She gets sick of you, teleports you into a boss room, and you just fight her there. And you're just like, how is this? This isn't an end to a story. This isn't an end to a story at all. What's the point in this? I didn't even fight her directly. The whole story, I was fighting her minions that weren't even her main minions. They were like allies that weren't even really a big part of it. Yeah, it literally is like that. It's literally like that. And then you fight her, and like, she's a cool fight, but they really haven't put a ton of work into at least making the early stuff interesting. I'm sure like the big like endgame boss stuff is really interesting, but the basic stuff is not interesting. They're all the same stuff. I put thing on the ground. Don't stay in this circle. Oh, I'm moving the circle. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. Even World of Warcraft do better than that in sort of like making the bosses interesting. They're just they're just damage sponges. And then you get to I think it's called Undermountain. And Undermountain's whole plot is that there's this archmage that has trapped or killed all the other archmages in his group, and has this staff that can produce portals, and you've got to fight him because he's going to try and use it to try and take over the world. And he quickly shows you his two big minions. He's got his apprentice witch lady that he's been teaching, and she's really powerful, and she, I think at some point, can like manipulate butterflies to do attacks using magic. And then you've got this golem that has electrical powers and can teleport and everything. You go through it, you fight the witch lady. She's really powerful, one of the hardest fights I fought. Then you go to the place where all of the golems are being produced. You don't fight the golem there, but then you find out about this random vampire settlement that's corrupting a dragon. And you go fight the dragon. Well, you go stop the corrupting of the dragon, turning it back from a shadow dragon into a regular dragon, and you beat the vampire settlement. This sounds really cool. It just ends there. That's it. That's the end of the story. You don't fight the archmage. You don't fight the golem that was his like other minion. It just ends there. It's like they didn't complete the story. But it's not like it is that they didn't complete the story. You don't fight the final boss. You don't fight his second in command. You just leave after you save the shadow dragon turned regular dragon. But like, cool, that was a side quest. I didn't even know about that. That wasn't even a main part of the story. And then you do the elemental evil quest, and you are the elemental evil cults all attack the big tree, right? This big tree that's keeping the balance of elemental harmony. You fight them back at the very start. Then you go to each of their areas and you fight the cults in their home ground. But all of them run away. And all of them like vow to fight you again. That's it. There's no grand finale. That's it. You can fight them in any order. It's just one of those things where it's like, Ooh, here's a really cool thing. That's it. It was a really cool thing, but that's all we did. We didn't think of it any further than that. We didn't think of making a grand finale. We didn't think of just ending the story in a concise matter. And it definitely puts a damper on the whole thing when that's the sort of stuff you see. Oh, does it have a decent story? That's good. That's really good. Because I'd be playing that for the story, honestly. Like, because the art style I could take or leave. That's not really my thing. The combat's cool, but I don't know. I'd definitely be playing it for the story. So hearing that the story's good is always a good sign. Although the fact that you put story in quotation marks makes me wonder if the story is actually any good. Elemental weakness, armor. That boy. All of these dudes are weak to fire. Who's got the worst fire resistance? You do. What does this do? Max life. Okay, well, that's going to be annoying. Flamboyant lightning. I love the name. But I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing they did with Honkai and slowly patch. Okay, yeah. I'd like effectively do chapters every time. I mean, that makes sense. That's sort of the way of going about it. It keeps people invested in the thing as well. I think that might have been the worst decision I've made. Just doing that. I just put the person I put on the lowest health in the hardest place to hit. Why? Why did I do that? And I think the only real other notable thing that happened this week was I played a session of D&D. And honestly, I cannot complain about the session. The session was very, very good. We got to see how Onyx's characters kind of changed since they got their freedom back, which was kind of cool. It effectively allows him to be a bit more, I guess, a bit more of a character, because a lot of the time he would be in a situation where, like, he's a really cool character, and then it'll get to, like, nice, jam-packed blimmin' weekend, I guess. Like, he was always a character, but, like, whenever it came to decisions, it was sort of just like, I can't do anything. You know, he was in a situation where he couldn't actually contribute to like the decision making process, which is not great when it's, you know, there's 3 people, because it goes from having 3 people to having 2 people, which is like, oh, that's offensive. 3 people to having 2 people. And when you have 2 people, it's like, that's fine, but having 3 people means there's a deciding vote, you know? Because with 2 people, like, the 2 people could just have disagreements and it never gets anywhere. But a third person, at least there's a deciding vote that goes, yeah, we're doing this, you know? So it's always nice to have him being able to make decisions again. And also, like, his character's sort of changed to be a bit more flamboyant. So that's always fun to see. I've always said that he's very, very good at... Well, yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but also Ren doesn't really make decisions. And so it sort of was like only me. And look, it's cool to be the person making the decisions, but it also is a bit daunting. And whenever I'm in a situation where I'm like, I'm not sure what, it's always good to have someone there to go, hey, what about this? You know? So it's good to have somebody else that can make a decision. Like make decisions and come up with stuff. Like Frostbite. Any of you have negative? No, cool. But electric coil. Lunar Blessing. I don't think I need that on anyone else. I don't know what these people do. Front area. Wait. Air, nature. Air and nature. Air and nature. None of you are particularly good against air and nature. But yeah, it was really fun. It was sort of like, I wouldn't say a metric ton of stuff happened, but it was sort of just getting into the... Anyone has to drag / decide what we're going to do. Had to talk to them in the game and they are slowly getting better. Okay, good. Because it can be a bit daunting. Like, it didn't get to the point where I was at that point, because as you have done here, I would have said something if it was a big deal. But it is nice to, like, it's supposed to be a group thing, right? And so having it so that it is actually a group thing is always good. Don't get me wrong, I mean, there has been times in other games where I've just sort of decided to let everybody else come up with what happens. No, it's fair. Look, I really like Ren as a character. It's really fun to see some of the stuff that happens. And it was very funny that Asaran was just sort of like, what? Are we not going to question what's happening over here? And I was just like, no, mate, you don't question it. So yeah, it's not like a... Okay, this will be a one shot. Do none of these... Oh, none of these do morale. That's actually something worth to bring up. But it was very fun. Like, not a lot of stuff happened necessarily. I want the deer because the deer's cool. But it was sort of an establishing thing, and seemingly is going to be the last time we're in that area, which is interesting to me. Yeah, it was a relatively short session, and I feel like the vast majority of it was the combat we did. Yeah, you didn't. It didn't sound like you were well, and you were talking about that. Sacrifice. Yeah, sacrifice. I hope it didn't sacrifice. Oh. That's not who I thought they were sacrificing. I thought it was sacrificing the artifact. But yeah, the fight was quite interesting. I do think that we were firmly game runners. I do wonder whether we what would have happened if we had to deal with the other mini bosses. We were really lucky in using the environment where there was a, to sort of set the scene for everyone, there was like a lot of buildings that were like 1 square like wide, and because of this it allowed us to very easily like block off these big monsters and keep them, like, I guess sort of, for lack of a better word, like crowd control them. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know what would have happened. Because we were, I mean, near the end of that, we had used a lot of our resources. And this was after, like, doing a lot of stuff in that game that, a lot of stuff in that game that, that was to rig stuff in the way that allowed us to win. In the sense of, like, using AoE spells. It was more than almost. If we had like one bad roll, like if one of those bad rolls like had happened, if you'd gotten a crit at any point in those last like turn or two, we were done. We were absolutely done. Yeah, exactly. All of these things were, I mean, admittedly, I realized like halfway through it that I definitely wasn't helping by not using my smite enough. But I was sort of in this situation where I thought we were doing okay until we weren't, you know? It very quickly went from we're doing okay to we're not doing okay. You know? It was a very quick change. At least in my head. Fire. I've got a bit of fire. Yeah. I was very, very surprised we didn't croak there. The annoying thing was, it was an optional thing. So we 100% put that on ourselves. Because we could have just not fought that. There was nothing that said we had to fight that. But on the same wavelength, it's like, well, we gotta do it, right? Like, we're not just gonna sit there and not fight the optional thing. But yeah, there was 2 other mini bosses there that we could have easily lost to. Like, it wasn't even like I want to fight the rare thing. It wasn't even like we didn't even have them low. I don't think we did any damage to anything that wasn't the boss or the basic minions. Like, at all. Like, yeah, we got rid of the zombies. And then, like, that's it, really. And the main boss. But if we were ever in a situation where, like, let's just say we were really lucky that the enemy had a thing where when their big boss died, they like died as well. Because if they didn't, I mean, we would have lost that. It wasn't even close. But it was fun. It was fun. It was good to see how Onyx is going to do his sort of like the personality now that he's got for Asaran. It was good to have a boss fight against something that was sort of like we had been anticipating for a while. But we hadn't we just hadn't fought. So it was cool to actually fight that thing now. I don't think I should have switched this. I think I made a large mistake here. But as I said on Twitter, it's like, honestly, doesn't really matter like what kind of role-playing stuff I'm doing. It's just fun to do. Just in general, you know? Like, I don't think I've ever left a session and gone, oh god, this is horrendous. I've left a couple sessions going like, there's a couple things that have annoyed me here. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. Because that has happened before, but I've never left a session going, this was horrendous, and I like never want to do this again, you know? Move you over to you. Which I think is probably like a bit of a blessing, because from what I've seen on like r/D&D and stuff, there's been people where that's happened. And so I consider myself a bit lucky for that. I do still feel quite weak though, I will say, in that game. I should have realised it with the sort of class and build I'd sort of gone with, but god damn do I feel a bit weak occasionally. Because every fight I'm leaving it and I'm just like, oh, I'm almost dead again, you know? I know. I know I shouldn't think about power, but it's definitely in the back of my mind. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever, like, you've always had a large impact in the fights. That's the thing. Like, it never feels like, even though like your characters are normally built for like utility and stuff, it never feels like you're not having an impact. I guess it's just in I guess I'm doing the wrong thing and I'm comparing myself to Asaran's character that is very powerful. Yeah. Yeah, no, that does make sense. I'm doing the thing that I always tell myself to stop doing, which is comparing my character to another character, but it's just hard to stop, you know? Yeah. Asaran comes along and does like insane amounts of damage. But like, as he said before, it's like he does do a lot of damage, but on the flip side, it's like it's not like he abuses the mechanics. It's sort of, he only sort of brings them out when we're about to sort of, when we're on death's door, we're near like death. I don't think I want any of these. I do wonder if like I'm sort of gaining a skewed perspective of how good oh, what do I choose? A skewed perspective of like how good a monk is just because of his performance, because he is good at, like, his monk is powerful. I guess, can you even call it a monk anymore? Like, sure, it started off as a monk, but he's like multi-classed enough that is it really even a monk? Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, and sort of like it gave me a skewed perspective, because that's not how monks are supposed to be. Wow. No health change. I miss having speed. Speed is so good, because even if you're weak, you can get some speed stuff out. It's not too bad. Nice. Less nice. Not bad. Look at that power. I love this boy. So worth it to fight that boss, to fight this dude. But yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love the boss. It felt properly scary, and like, if we had died to that, I wouldn't have felt even that bad. Like, I don't think it would have been a TPK, because realistically, I think your character could get out if needs be. I think if needs be, Asaran could as well, but I don't think he would, in terms of like, his character doesn't feel like someone who would do that. But if need be, he could get out. I think I probably would have died. And I think that would probably, I think I think mainly like me and Asaran were probably gonna die, but I think you could have gotten out. But I don't think it'd be a TPK. Take him. But it would have been pretty close. And it would have been funny because that would be like the second time in that world that we had been TPK'd. Which would have been quite funny. But also kind of sad. Because I do like that world. Target's the slowest. Back. Okay, anyone who you've got fire resistance. Also, to say that he's better than the average monk is a severe understatement. He is insanely better than an average monk. He's better than most damage dealers. Just in general. God damn it. God damn it. Hey. I should just have a bunch of these. This seems pretty good. It didn't stun. That's fine. The Chupacabra gets second attack. Ooh, yes. And then Onyx mentioned his idea for a hex travel sort of game, and I immediately started making a blimmin' custom race for that world. Because I was just like, hey, can I play this? And he's like, sure. And I was like, I guess we could reflavor one of these things. And he was like, go ahead. I was like, okay. First time I've done something like that, but sure. It's funny because I showed it to him and I was like, do you think this is too powerful? And he was like, I don't think it's powerful enough. Which was a bit of a surprise to hear. I really like this one and I really like the Chupacabra, but I never use this ability. So boosting this might be useful. One of you employees could help you lower your price. Nah, pay. Would it level up? Oh, this boy. Artifact. I want the artifact more. But yeah, this shows how stupid I get when it comes to like new settings and coming up with ideas almost immediately. Because I was like, he said, hey, I might do this. And I went, say no more. And I've gone as far to make a custom race for it. And okay, fire and ice resistances. You have both of those. I've gone as far to make a custom race for it and asked him if I could reflavor a weapon. Just because I wanted to use a war scythe. Lunar Blessing. Yay! What did he do? Stun? I never get a stun. I mean, it's a 20% chance, so I don't know why I assume I'm going to get it, but... Take the hit. Ooh, look at that elemental resistance. Not helping against the second attack. Okay. I did the same thing with his last campaign idea, where he like, obviously he's just going, "Hey, I'm going to try out to see if this is cool," and then I've just gone ahead and just put too much into it. You know, that's just the stupidity I do. Well, no, I'm not gonna call it stupidity. Like how I get like laser focused on something. Yeah, let's go for the kill. I love this guy. I love this guy. I love this boy as well. When Lunar Blessing is up, give bonus. Nope, nothing like that. Yeah, give me random bonuses. Oh, I've got too many of these. This one. I've never had that happen before. Who can't be played? Galahad, you probably can't be played. We'll send in Miko. Hatsune no Miko. What happens if I sanction it? Do I lose these guys? That's a big... That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good in the slightest. I need a new monster. Monster? Take the shot. Oh, I injured someone else. Oh, no. That's not good at all. It's against the champion. How long are you guys out for? 2? 1? That's not enough time. That's not a... Oh, God. Offer? Galahad, you have to come... You're going into this group. No. You stay here. You go over here. Any buffs? You can have a buff. Oh no, why are we fighting the champion? What do I do? Why did I do that? I didn't think sanctioning a fight club would make it so that they were this bad. Oh, he's back. He's not injured. You have physical attacks. You have fire attacks. AoE. Okay. Who's good against physical? None of you. Cool. Any of you good against physical? Physical and fire, you're pretty good. Physical and fire, you're pretty good. I'm a bit worried here. I'm a bit worried. I'm always bad against this boy. Doesn't matter where I place them. They'll just mess up with the order. Look how much that did. Look how much that did. It did nothing. They insta-killed my boy. They insta-killed my boy. They insta-killed everything. I could do some damage to him. Yeah, do some damage to him. Look, he's got 3 shell. Shell's good, right? Look how much damage that did. Okay, you just have to survive. You just have to survive. You just have to... Oh no, there's only one of them left. Oh no, Skeleton Boy saves the day. Please stun. It's stunned. It's stunned. Burn this boy. How do you not have negative fire resistance? In what world do you not have negative fire resistance at this point? Survive a hit. Survive a hit. Survive a hit. He survived a hit. He did it. You saved me, big boy. You did it. You're the best. Boom. We did it. We actually did it. Get me a second, big boy. We're going double big boy. Promotion? What's my promotion? Apply fire weakness? Apply fire weakness? This is good. The slow's good. I don't know if I have a lot of spirit. There's the... I think the lady's probably a spirit. And I imagine the deer's probably a spirit. I want to go with this one. Who doesn't want to be here? Galahad, that you've done your job, mate. Take a rest. Rest. You can stay in there. You can stay in there. No, we want you and Chupacabra here. Oh, but do we want Screaming Man? I don't think we want Screamman. Dagon, you can join the group. Dagon's a pretty freaking good name for a demon, actually. In fact, isn't that already a name for a demon? You're kind of my tank, so to heal you is not... None of these are useful to me. None of these are useful to me. I'm fine. Here, Collector, have some blood. Now I need to upgrade my dudes again. We're going hard missions. I know we're already hurt, but we're going hard missions again. That's just how we work. What do you do? Morale? Don't care. Penalties? Don't care. Oh, that resistance one actually is... Oh no, you're already negative. It doesn't matter. Initial duration of penalties? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hit them with the... Center, back. Got it. Center, back. Wasp pheromones. Extreme compressions. Hit them with the wasp pheromones. Which would actually be my nightmare. To just constantly have wasps near me. Oh, I'm putting shells on him. Oh, that's huge. That's actually huge. This might be the perfect build to specifically fight these boys. Wait, there was only one shell? I don't understand how this ability works. Where did my shells go? Oh, they lower the... They're getting rid of them. They're getting rid of them. That's what's happening. Let's get some motivation back. Hit them with that slimy spit. Hit them with the incinerate. Boom. Apply slow. Slow's pretty good, and I don't really care about the portal. So I can put this down, get the slow in. I feel like having slowness is like so underrated. It's like so underrated. One of these people that I actually care about that I could send on a workout. Do I want this furnace? No, thank you, furnace maker. I'm gonna get some strength in me. I'm gonna lift. Okay. We got enough to use these boys. We're using them on the final boss. Event that's really good that gives me a buff. None of these are good or give me a buff. We've got this. We've got this. I'm so confident. What do? Front, area, front. And you do fire, air. Fire, air, fire, air. Any of you good against fire and or air? You're good against fire and or air. We'll put a slow there. You get the electric coil. You get the slow. Then they'll heal. Fire and air. You're good against fire and air, as I said before. Boom, boom. Load of damage. Back. Load of damage. Boom. Lunar beam. No, you're killing him. He's not going to get a turn. That's not fair and you know it. The first one died, we're only getting one attack off. That's not perfect. He killed both of them. That's not a good shout. Oh, look how much damage that does to him. They heal 15. That's fine. Hit him with the compressions. Hit them with the slowness. They get the heal. That's fine. They go into this fight slow though. Of which it means I can get rid of that. I wish I could have slowed the boy. I'm gonna need you to do a lot of damage, boy. Bit more, mate. Bit more. Maybe if he doesn't get his turn, you'll get an. Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill. That is a kill. I mean, I have to finish you off. You're not the main hero. If this was a normal isekai novel, that would mean that you have some sort of cheat ability. Sadly, it's not that kind of novel. Or kind of, it might be, but I guess I could be the monster. Wait, was that a mission that I hadn't done before? Have I unlocked something? I think I did. Am I a genius on stream? Have I big brained this? What does this do? Activate a random blessing if no blessing is active. That's actually really good. That's huge. That's actually huge. What is it? I never noticed that this is a blimmin' B, by the way. Never noticed that in any capacity. You know what? I know we only have 15 minutes left, but I'm just going to have to go on a break. So I'll see you guys in just a second. I just need to get to the loo. Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. How is everyone doing? Right, let's get one more one in. Let's see how we do. You know what, I'm feeling confident. What do we get? The Quetzalcoatl. It deals a bunch of damage and applies burn to all heroes of Solar Blessing. I need to get Solar Blessing up. Got it. Any of you give me Solar Blessing? Nope. We'll do this one then. Let's have a look at what we have. 40 damage, applies flame spirit to monsters in front of it. Okay, so you want him at the back. Ricochets, got it. I don't think you want to be the front. I don't think you really want to be the front, but you want to be the back. How does that work? None of these activate Solar Blessing either. They're all fire damage specific though. Is that the logic, that you go heavy into fire damage? I can do heavy fire damage. I like specializing into one thing. I'm all in on specializing into one thing. It's kind of my MO actually. Reward? Keep? Keep. 100% keep. We're keeping that. What the hell? Fire damage does morale as well? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yes. Activate Solar Blessing. Do this one. Then hit them with a mortar. Then it's time to show them the power of our might. Back, front, front. What does the back one do? Nature. You are the best of people up there. Oh, Coatzel, buddy. You are pretty weak in comparison to some people. Physical. Who's good at dodging? You're going in the front. You have to go at the front. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It's that I actually think you're the tankiest here. Look at that power. Boom. Fire. More fire. More fire as well. Oh, that adds more fire. Could you imagine if they're resistant to fire? We're screwed. There's no way that ever happened. Add slowed. Oh, that's good. We're doing that. I want to go first. And I'm willing to do as much damage as I physically can to you to make it so that I can. Okay, you did well here. Boom, more poison. Poison the boy. Coatl, show them what you can do. Burn this void with your solar fury. That did nothing. Coatl survive. Coatl survive. Don't die to his sword. It's martial classes, they're weak. Ah. Okay, maybe they're not as weak as I was saying. Persecution. Keep persecuting him. Burn them with fire. That went okay. That went okay. We need more fire damage. Skeleton cultist, you join the group. Ba-na-na-na. We're boosting you up. Wait, what was that boost to him? Lose 10% maximum health? Roll the dice. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have a single demon, I don't think. Oh, you're a demon. And you're a demon. I've got 2 demons. We need money. What demon did I get? This boy. I mean, it's fire. That's probably good. Yeah, give me an artifact. Why not? I have the spell. I have the Coatl. Again, sorry, that was offensive. I have the spell. I have the Coatl. They're all morale based. Little do they know. Morale's like one of the things I do, but it's not the main thing I do. It's like a side thing. Okay, what do you guys actually do? Air damage, fire damage. Who's good at taking fire and air? You're good at taking fire and air. But you're better at taking fire and air. I keep using the Quetzal as a tank. And maybe that's a bad thing to be doing. Oh, look at the damage it does. Why would I ever not pick that? It's so good. Look at all that fire as well. And they're not even asking me to. I don't need to because I have this boy. But still, I just do it. Because why wouldn't I? Oh, and the burn to kill all of them. It's so powerful. Here's a backline that doesn't really matter too much. Because she's dead either way. It mattered a lot. I should have done it. Thank God that these people don't have that scary of like a fire resistance. Could you imagine this, but I was taking 50% less damage? I love the mortar, it's just it shoots. Like, there's nothing fancy about it, it's just... No, I just shoot the guy. Ooh, what is this? Swarms, they're all area stuff. I'll go for the slow. Because frankly, slows are just... I think I severely underestimated them before. Because slowing stuff, it just seems insane. I activate the blessing, doesn't use the blessing's ability. It just doesn't seem very useful because I don't have the Quetzal at the front. That's it. I need to be using the Quetzal at the front. I'll take this. I'm not sure what we have that's a spirit. Quetzal? Yeah, you're a spirit. Quetzal and bird. Don't really know why bird's a spirit, but bird's a spirit. I'll take the heal from the Lich Doctor. One of the best doctors ever. He's been through death. He knows how to deal with it. Yeah, I'll gift it. Does it up his level? It does up his level. Did I get a cool ability? He does get a cool ability. That actually is not that good of a cool ability. It's a lot of damage, but not really for what you're getting out of it. I'm bringing him back. The immortal words of... I don't remember what the words were. "8 weeks, but you get 2 levels. You're going on an intensive course. You're going on an intensive course. We're moving you over to here. We're bringing you here. Bring it on. Bring it on. I've got this." Have to do that. Have to do that. Ooh, before I replace. Back, front. But you hit multiple. You ricochet. Front. Mostly front, back. Backs are getting hit by nature. Fronts are getting hit by fire and air. Fire and air? Ooh, fire and air. Backs, I mean, you have to be the front. And backs are getting hit by nature, so you have 0 in it. I mean, you probably, that's not good. That doesn't look like it's going to be a good second round. But the first round, I'm feeling good about. How are my wasp pheromones doing? Not as good as I expected, honestly. You know what? You've disappointed me, wasp pheromones. Apply flame spirit to monsters in front. Or I could slow everybody, but we're already faster. Look at that fire spirit thing. It'll burn them. Hit them with that. I want to use the ability that I got. I've set up these abilities, so I just want to use them. Even if I don't think that they're necessarily the right thing to do. In any capacity. What'd that do? They got rid of my... No, my fire! That was useful. Please survive. Okay. Okay, it seems like you're listening to what I'm saying here. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I need you to survive this as well. We can go for the kill on you. Look, six of that damage will kill. Stop sending the blimmin' phoenix into me. Is your... No. Just kill that person. Okay. Which of these does the worst? This does the worst. Boom. Two shot. Do I want big scary... I could take big scary tree. But big scary tree is not what I'm doing here. Whereas mirror's kind of what I'm doing. Who needs to sleep? You need to sleep. I make an argument that spirits don't really need to sleep, but whatever. Ooh, that's such a good ability that I can't get. Let's just buff my take less damage ability. So we're obviously keeping the Solar Blessing one, right? $143 damage. I have to do that. Can I amplify it again? No. Sacrifice. I guess I could... No, there's nobody here I need to sacrifice. Unless... I haven't used this dude in like a while. I don't need blood though. I don't need blood. I do need another monster though. I do need another monster to deal with the increasing power of these enemies. Hit them with a Nightmare Mirror. Then hit them with the Pack Me Eye or whatever. Nature attacks at the front. Air attacks at the back. Air and fire. Nature attacks at the front. Air and fire. Air and fire. Nature attacks at the front. Air and nature attacks at the front. Air and fire. Air and fire. You do pretty good against air and fire. You do really good against nature, actually. I've chosen the best group there for the second bit. Oh, that's such a good attack. Hit them with the wasp pheromones. Like, sure, they're not good against nature. Who cares? Hit them with the whirlwind. Hit them with the whirlwind. Squall. Okay, Quattle, your resistances were nothing. Hold on, you've got that shell. Okay, you held on, but the other guy didn't. I mean, those kills? I'd clap my hands if I wasn't dealing with a situation right now where I still have to kill the final one. Take this inner emptiness. Story of my life. I think we're just gonna hit you with that attack. And actually get through this fight. Oh wait, then this is a 1 difficulty fight. Of course I did okay. Damage? If kill... I mean, I'll take it. Because Solar Blessing's always going to be going off. So having him in this group is probably okay. I don't know who I'd want to replace though. I love this guy. Oh, and he cares about blessings. I'm taking him. We're making a blessings team. The blessings team will be you guys. The non-blessings team will go over here. We don't need this boy. We probably don't need this boy. These guys are fine. Yeah, everyone have a feast. No, I don't care about you, Bard. I'll take the Master's bonus. I should have taken the artifact. I'm an idiot. What are we dealing with? Fire, physical, air. Now we've got to hit them with the eye. So the middle has to be good against physical. That's you, boy. The fire has to be the front. That's you, boy. And then air has to be just generally there. Then we put down the mirror. So, what was this again? Physical. Physical fire. You're good against fire. You're good against physical. No one's gonna get against air, so... I don't know, you're pretty powerful. You gotta hit them with that flood. Get their slowness down. Then you hit them with the wasp pheromones. Even if they're immune to poison, it's the damage that matters. What is Peck? Gain slowed too? But you get an extra no. I mean, that's cool, but no. There's a blessing up. How come you're not gaining 2 random blessings every time you... What? Am I misunderstanding something? Am I supposed to be? Is it because I'm not activating it? Oh, I have to activate it again on that turn. Okay. I don't think that's particularly intuitive, but yeah, to each their own. Who am I to say? Boom. You're dead. You're not dead. I'm sorry I said you were dead. Please forgive me. Don't kill me. Please, I'm begging you. Boom. You suck. You're burned. Hit them with the... Oh, hit them with the more powerful Frost Whirlwind? Oh, don't mind if I do. Hit them with the Therapist to get them through the rest... Because everybody should have it. Well, not everybody. But if you have problems, you should get a therapist. 100%. Do absolutely nothing with these events. Of course. Fight a champion for this... For a rare thing. Why wouldn't I? If I die, I die. If I don't die, I don't die. Simple as. I'm never going to win by just sitting there doing nothing. He looks awesome. That's worrying. When he kills, he does a big AoE. Ice Front. That's you. Area Physical. Ice Slowest. Okay. Well, that's not going to help at all. Ice Front. That's you, boy. Let's see what happens. Boom. The damage is always good on that. I could hit them with the Frost Whirlwind. I could hit them with the Backline Mark. You know what? I'm going to hit them with the Backline Mark. Ooh, that hurt. They killed my Quetzalcoatl. My boy. My boy. What did he ever do to you? Don't heal. Yeah, just morale. Morale's useless. I'm not going after that. Don't kill. Oh, and the slow. Oh, the slow means I might get 2 turns. And the kill. I love this boy. I love this bull. Okay, well, all of them died in 1 turn. But on the flip side... Look at them. Nothing. Nothing. We have to kill this person first. I saw your ability. Never mind, you died on your own. Skeleton Lord, he does ice. Or Big Boy that helped us before. Big Boy that helped us before is the go-to. I'm sorry, Skeleton Lord. Actually, I think this group needs someone like him. Because you're not helping at all, Quetzalcoatl. In fact, no, screw you. You're gone. You're not useful. Who has been useful? This boy's been useful. This boy's been absolutely useless. You've been pretty good. You're always good, though. We've gone for a bit of both. One person that we know is always good, and one person that we think has been good. Hey, Siege, do you want my, like, mortar? I don't really use this thing. Oh, sacrifice, don't mind if I do. Amplify more? Boom. You can have both of these, right? Nothing says you can't. Let's buff this boy. 40 damage. So 40 damage to extra 20 damage, or just a flat with no resistances buff. A flat with no resistances buff is just, it's, the thing is that just does damage. It's not like X damage or Y damage, it's just damage. That feels better. Some more health. We've used a lot of our blood here. It's for a good reason. We don't want to die. If I get rid of him, I have a lot. If it was anyone in my backline, it would have been good. Master bonus, artifact. I think we want an artifact. I think we want an artifact more than we want a master bonus. We're kind of hoping they never get to the master. Attack hits all but is reduced. Okay. Was it middle? One is nature. And are you good against nature? You're pretty good against nature. Middle is physical. Who's the best at physical? You're the best at physical. And then everyone's got ice, so you know what can you do about ice? Middle physical. I'm not doing any form of strategy here. I'm being definitely helped by these incredibly powerful things we're doing at the moment, like this frost whirlwind that just decimates them, or that mirror. Oh, he has 5%. Fair enough. I could do that. No, he's the main scary guy. In my opinion. I like this look though. I want more stuff with that kind of look. The long dog. I'm telling you, the wasp pheromones are the best ability. And this bull is so good. Oh, look at that. That is incredible. I didn't think I could win. And then I won. That's not good. I never think it's good. Extra speed and the person at the front. Sure. Never bad. One of those things where it's like, they do something like that, they'll go like, oh, there's this buff, but it's also bad, so what do you do? And I'm just like, what I do is I just don't pick it. That sounds like too much work to me. I don't want a buff that's also a debuff depending on how I use it, because I will use it badly. Simple as, really. Champion. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay. He's pretty fire-based. There's a problem with that. I'm pretty fire-based. Physical. I'm sorry, boy. You have to be first. I know you're not very good at air. Or ice. Fire the backline. I'll take the hits for that. Physical front. How are you against ice? Not that good. I could go with a general all-arounder that's better. But also this one makes it so backline doesn't get hurt. Then backline's getting hit with fire, so we'll put Fire Boy at the back. Let's see if we can win. This isn't my least favorite thing to fight. That does too much damage to take up. Look how much damage that did. That means that if I had none of this resistance, you probably would have freaking died. Okay. We got a second attack out of that. That's huge. Okay. You're dead to fire lady, aren't you? Yeah, you're dead to fire lady. Don't heal. Okay, you healed. Die. Oh, so close. Is there any point in using it on you? You've got one there. I think I have to use it. Just to take out somebody that... Spontaneous combustion. Then we impalement. Oh, we're down to one boy. And I can take a couple of attacks from that. Well, not a couple, but one. Oh, I should just keep hitting with the same attack. Oh, that skill does so much damage. Slow them down. Slow them down as much as you physically can. Keep slowing them down. My skeleton spearman is a burst. That's incredible. That's incredible. What a way to end this. What a way to freaking end this. What a way. Well, that's it for me. I went a bit longer than usual actually because I was having so much fun with this game, and also I didn't want to leave it at a weird time because it was sort of like in between, like there was 15 minutes left, but a run probably takes longer than 15 minutes, so I've done until now. Anyway, hope everyone had a good time. I've had a great time. I will see you on Wednesday for Baldur's Gate if you want to watch it. Friday for Neverwinter, or on Monday, doing whatever we want to do. Until then, goodbye, ta-ta, so long, auf Wiedersehen.